So we're going to be looking at my tech stack today, how I make apps as quick as possible, what tools I use, and how I do it for little to no money. So starting here in the front end of the apps, usually they're all built using React, Next.js, and Tailwind. These are some of the most popular choices for like frameworks and stuff. And that's legitimately the only reason I chose it. There is no other reason, just because of just how popular it is. There's so much documentation for it, and that does not mean it's the best. Okay, if there's a ton of other options out there, you could do no framework, you could do Svelte. I literally cannot think of any other ones at the moment, but there's tons of different ones out there that literally are exactly the same. It's just personal preference. And next we got the back end. So I use Supabase for everything like back end wise. So authentication, all done by Supabase, database, storage. Part of my app is storing photos and stuff, so I need to use the storage for that. There are some other options out there. I know that could be better. I've heard about Clerk. Clerk is really good. Auth, I've heard. There is also Firebase, which is, I think, before Supabase came out. There's Firebase, which is like Google's version. I think they just bought it. There's MongoDB. There's a bunch of other different options, but this is just what I personally use. I like it because, again, it's super easy to use. And moving on to payment, the god of payment processors, Stripe. There's honestly not much to say about it other than that it is the best. Like, majority of businesses online use it. You can create your own checkouts. You can get their hosted versions of checkouts. It's just a link you click. It handles all of the customers' like information. They can cancel subscriptions, one-time payments, invoices, anything. They have it all. Now there is the issue of taxes, which is one of the like major issues with it. But I mean, if you're running a business, you have to deal with taxes anyways. But if you wanted to go the simpler route, there are other things like merchant of records and stuff, which I think there's Lemon Squeezy, Paddle. Those are a little bit easier. They handle like a lot of the taxes and stuff for you if you wanted to go that route. Now for the more controversial, I guess you could say, I personally believe that AI is one of the best things to happen. Some developers will tell you that it sucks and that they refuse to use it, blah, blah, blah. But honestly, it is life-changing for me. One of the like first projects I made, it was going to be a simple like URL summarizer. You just enter in the URL, the AI searches it up and summarizes it. That's all it was going to do, right? And this was before I was using AI to help me code and everything like that. And it took me probably 2 months, and it was awful. It looked awful. It didn't work great. It was horrible. And just to show you what like I could do while I was making this PowerPoint, I let Claude code. I gave it this prompt. Okay, I'll put the prompt on screen, like somewhere like here, maybe a little bit there. And it made this in about, I think like 2 minutes. It made this. It took one big prompt, and then I had to correct it one time with a little prompt afterwards. And it made this in 3JS, and it was perfect. It works great. It has a small couple issues. Obviously, it doesn't like, I spent 2 minutes on it. It's not going to be great, but look at what you can do. It literally did this in 2 minutes. This, like, if I did this while trying to learn myself, I would have taken like months to learn this. Moving on. Hosting. Now, hosting is a little complicated because you can either choose to do it through obviously like shared hosting or another service. You can go with a bunch of different companies. As you can see here, there's Cloudflare, AWS, Hostinger, Netlify. Each one has its pros and cons, which I'm not going to get into. I've tried multiple of these. I started on Netlify, and I was using it with Netlify functions. It worked really good. I don't have anything bad to say about it. It was actually really good. Then I went to Cloudflare. Didn't like that much. That one, it was a little confusing to start understanding like the pages and workers and trying to get them to work together. But ultimately, I ended up on Vercel. Of course, everyone's favorite hosting service that hits you with a 100K bill, but it's worked great for me. It's super simple to understand. It's just connect your GitHub, choose the repo you want to host, and start it, and then just connect your domains, and that's it. It's done. I have zero complaints about it. I have not gotten hit with a $300,000 bill yet. I'm still waiting for that. And all the miscellaneous stuff. So we have some like analytics and stuff. There is Google Search Console. This thing is great at telling you how your like pages are ranking and where they're ranking. You have Google Analytics, obviously gives you tons of data about your website, where people are going, where they're clicking from. You can customize it to however you want. Page Speed Insights is a page I think I got it from Twitter. You input your URL after your like website's up. It tells you the page speed for every part of your website on desktop and mobile, and it gives you what part of the website was slow, what requests, everything like that. And you can go back into your code and fix it, ultimately making your site rank better because it's going to load faster, which Google loves. Google loves it when it loads fast and get your website to rank a little bit higher. The keyword and website traffic tools from Ahrefs, these are all free. I use these just to check keywords and other like competitors' website traffic just to see how they're doing. And lastly, for design, I use Figma, arguably the best free design tool. And the total cost of all of this, I believe, for hosting, I currently host 2 websites. Currently, I think my total monthly cost is just 20 or 25 bucks. We're disregarding like domains and stuff, just for the Claude Code subscription or the Claude subscription. That's it. And I'm on the basic one. Like you can get the $100 or $200 one that gives you more like usage, but I only use the basic one and it works perfect. But yeah, all this other stuff is free. I try to do it as low cost as possible because I am broke. The only like setbacks that I've actually had like for keeping it like free, I guess, or as free as possible, is with Supabase. They only let you have 2 databases at once in an organization, and I believe you can make more organizations, but you can only have 2 databases active, which means you can only have like 2 websites that are using a database on Supabase. So that's where you're limited. So currently I only have 2 websites active at the moment technically that you can actually sign up for and still use. Using all these tools and everything like that, I was able to make these 2 websites. So I forgot I added that in. But yeah, here are my apps. We have contestit.app and voicescript.app. So the first project here is VoiceScript. It is essentially just converts books to audiobooks, and it does that through the Speechify API. And what it does is it will take your book that you upload, it'll take the whole text document, choose which voice you want, and then it'll separate it into chapters, convert it, and then you can download it as a zip file, and inside the zip file, it'll have your individual chapters of the like .mp4 files created for it. And that's pretty much essentially this website's only purpose. That's all it does, is it just converts books to audiobooks. Makes it easier because audiobooks are expensive to make. And next is the main app I'm working on. This is Contestit. It is a social media giveaway app essentially. It lets you just host giveaways, but it doesn't do it through like, comment, retweet, whatever like that. It will generate a link for you to give to your users so they can sign up. After they sign up for the giveaway, they can play games to win more entries into the giveaway. If you want to have it like that, you can also have it be just a normal enter to win giveaway if you want. That is an option. There is also a photo contest, which I really like. You can have it set to where people can just upload a photo of your choosing. So you can just be like, hey, upload a picture of a sunset if you really want, and that can get them more points to entry. Or you can pick the best of the photos and that person will win. But yeah, this is the main app that I'm currently working on here. But yeah, using these were made almost completely free. I made this one in I made both of them in about a week. I think this one was made in like 3 days. But yeah, if you guys want to use this tech stack, it works perfect. I think it's super easy to use. It's a great starting like point.